VandeVelde seeking to turn tryout into new beginning with Senators. VandeVelde has no shortage of Ottawa Senators connections. A native of Moorhead, Minn, he has the same hometown as Brian Lee, Ottawa's ill-fated first-round draft pick in 2005, and Matt Cullen, a Senator for 21 games in 2010-11. VandeVelde, who is on a professional tryout with the Senators, is wearing the number 22 that once belonged to Erik Condra. It just so happens the two were teammates with the USHL's Lincoln Stars 13 years ago. VandeVelde has no shortage of Ottawa Senators connections. A native of Moorhead, Minn, he has the same hometown as Brian Lee, Ottawa's ill-fated first-round draft pick in 2005, and Matt Cullen, a Senator for 21 games in 2010-11. VandeVelde, who is on a professional tryout with the Senators, is wearing the number 22 that once belonged to Erik Condra. It just so happens the two were teammates with the USHL's Lincoln Stars 13 years ago. I grew up with Brian VandeVelde said Saturday morning of Lee, who retired in 2013 because of knee issues. He was a good guy, good hockey player. I see him every summer. He's obviously not skating anymore, but he does hockey camps and he still coaches the girls' college team up there. VandeVelde's own career is at a crossroads. A fourth-round pick of the Edmonton Oilers in 2005, he spent the last 3 seasons with the Philadelphia Flyers, who did not invite him back for a fourth. They were trying to get younger and let go a handful of guys, the 30-year-old forward said. I kinda saw it coming. I've got a good opportunity here now and hopefully, through these pre-season games, I can kind of prove myself and find a role. VandeVelde's role is generally that of a bottom-six forward and a penalty-killing expert according to Senators head coach Guy Boucher. We know he can play in the NHL, we know he's a terrific individual, Boucher said. His intangibles are recognized by the people that were around the Philly team. He's a bigger body. He's a reliable guy. Boucher wants a longer look at VandeVelde. At this point it will be, is he ahead of the younger guys, are the younger guys ahead of him, how's he going to look in the next games, the coach said. He'll get games. After Saturday, he'll still be here. We've definitely liked him enough to probably have him until the end of the exhibition games and then make a decision. But we know what he is and he has shown us exactly what we thought we were getting. So now it's just a competition. VandeVelde, a 6'2", 190-pounder who has scored 48 points in 278 National Hockey League regular season games, is the father of 2 young children. In Ottawa with him, at least until he knows his future, are his wife Olivia and 4-year-old son Levi. You're always asking the question, what if? VandeVelde said when asked what he would do if things didn't work out with the Senators. I guess when the time comes, I'll bring that up, but right now I'm just focused on having a good camp. Max Reinhart has more than just some serious hockey pedigree. He also has the attention of Boucher. Here's one example of a guy who has just pushed us to give him another game, Boucher said Saturday morning, moments before the Senators reduced their roster by 22 players. He just played really well in Toronto on Tuesday. We've got to know what we've got in terms of depth. Whether he makes the team, or he's the first call-up, I think right now he has showed a lot of good hockey sense. A guy who can play power play and make plays. Reinhart is the oldest son of Paul Reinhart, a Flames first-round pick, 12th overall, in 1979, whose outstanding career was limited to 10 seasons because of chronic back problems. Max's brother, Griffin, was also selected in the first round, 4th overall by the Islanders in 2012, as was brother, Sam, picked second by the Sabres in 2014. Max was a third-round pick of the Flames in 2010, but played only 23 NHL games before deciding to leave for Germany, where he spent last season with the Cologne Sharks. Being on the bubble for 4 years in a row, it's mentally draining, the 25-year-old center said. I just needed a change of pace. Among his teammates in Cologne were Orleans native Sean Lalonde, a former Chicago Blackhawks pick, and 12-year NHL vet Christian Aroff. Reinhart said he enjoyed the experience, but admitted he was lonely. As always, he leaned on his clan. I've got 2 brothers and a father who played, and my mom has been around it for a long time, too, he said. Everyone gets it. It makes it easy to have a support net like my family. The Senators offered Reinhart a contract on July the 1st, the first day of NHL free agency. Whether or not he was going to get another offer, Reinhart will never know. I didn't wait around, said the 6'1", 200-pounder, who describes himself as defensively responsible player with some offensive upside. I was looking for a door to come back into North America. July the 1st, the organization called, talked with my agent, he thought it would be a good fit. I trusted his call, and here I am. I was so excited to get back. I think it was actually pretty good for me to kind of clear my head, he added of his time in Germany. I think I've come back this year with a much better headspace on how to play.